TravelingMel.com. Hey everybody, and welcome to another Traveling Mel gear review. Today I'm going to talk to you about Grizzly Coolers. We got these coolers. It's a blustery, windy day, spring day here in Montana. We got this original cooler, this brown one, because we couldn't afford we didn't want to afford the other cooler with the abominable prices, if you know what I'm saying. And this was a lot cheaper, same technology for the most part, in that it's roto molded, thick. I'm going to get into that in a minute. And then we got it because we wanted to go rafting, and we needed a multi-day cooler that was, in addition, IBGC Bear Safe certified, because we were going to do the Smith River, which we just got back from. I got a list of attributes that I want to talk to you about. They sent us these other two when Traveling Mel reached out to them. We love the cooler so much because it just keeps things cold. You can go get a cooler from your local box store. It'll be fine. It'll last the day. Keep your drinks cold, your food cold. But if you're going for more than a day, you need something, in our opinion, you need something a little beefier. And these are beefy. Grizzly is American made, which is nice. I'm going to read off a couple things. It's roto molded, and what that means is when they make this plastic stuff, they have a mold and they rotate it around, so roto. And what that does is it makes the walls even, the thickness even, which means it's stronger, has fewer weak points, and it can hold a lot more polyurethane foam. I might be making that last part up, but it does have about 2 inches or up to 2 inches of foam insulation. And they're pretty beefy, as I mentioned. And part of that is, I'm blocking the mic for the wind. Part of the reason for that is you need to have mass in order to keep things cold or warm in this case, either case. So I'm just gonna go through a couple things. We have the 75 down here, the 75 quart. Then we have the 60 quart and the 20 quart. They all have similar attributes in that they are IBGC compliant, which means if your trip requires you to have bear safe storage, these will suffice. If you get a bolt with some washers or a lock or a carabiner to go through this little hole here, and each one of them has 2 of those, one on each side. They have what are called these Grizzly Claw latches, which are rubber, and they stretch, and we have not had an issue with them coming off. They're easy to get on and off. Our youngest used to have a little bit of a problem, but now they all have them. They're all very easily done. What else? The 20 quart has this nice handle above, that's rubberized and metal. These others have, as well as it has this molded handle, these bigger ones have a molded handle, as well as this rubberized and padded rope handle. They each have, the big ones have a 2-inch drain, which is really nice because on those cheaper coolers, they have that little nozzle and your ice melts and you're tilting it up for 10 minutes trying to get all of the water out. This comes right out in a flood. Yeah, that one has one too. The 60 quart cooler is 29 inches on the outside by 17.3. This one is 33 inches this way and 17.5 this way. Obviously their volume is 75 quarts and 60 quarts and 20 quarts. The 75 quart comes in 2 colors, this brown and a white. It's heavy, it's 34 pounds empty. Again, that mass helps keep things cold. These hinges, I'll show you them. These hinges are molded in, and there's a metal axle through the center of them. I'm going to show you a couple other things inside. Hopefully it's not too windy in the audio. They come with this dry tray for dry goods. They have a 2-inch wide length of the cooler drain channel in the center there. I'll get some close-ups of this. And you can see that hinge is built in. It's not the cheap screwed on kind that come off after a year. Then you've got a, oops, hopefully I won't drop this too far. It's got a sealed rubber gasket around the top that helps seal everything in and keeps water from getting in and out, which if you're on a river, that's important. Now I said river a couple times, but this one we actually take in our car with us when we go car camping. We took it down to Death Valley a couple months ago, put some ice in the bottom or in one side, kept everything super cold, stuff stayed frozen. The ice lasted for several days. It was really impressive. What else we got? It's dry ice compatible, so you can put dry ice in there if you really want to keep things cool. Also on the end here, which is nice for a raft, you have 2-inch tie-down slots that goes all the way through there, which means you can put NRS straps or those 2-inch straps that you use in rafting, or tie down into your truck bed, or run a lock cable through here, this part, or through the side if you want to stabilize it in your truck bed or lock it down. What do we got? Oh yeah, we've got these things. So they come with these slider feet. Now these are grip feet. They're sort of a grippier rubber. And then they have this harder plastic that pops right on the top of that if you want. It's not permanent, you can take them on and off. If you want, you could glue them on if you wanted to. And this will help it slide along across a truck bed or a surface of some sort. And that's actually pretty nice when you're throwing them into a 6-foot bed and are trying to pull them out of a 6-foot bed. Molded handles won't break. The 60 quart comes in 8 different colors. Brown, this sort of speckled brown. Down here, the white, a gray, I think it's a speckled gray, red, orange, a green, lime green, this blue, and I think there's another couple in there. Go to the website, you'll see they got a ton of information as well as some instructions. The 60 quart is 30 pounds empty. I didn't look up the weight of this, but I don't know, 10 pounds maybe. This really, it doesn't feel like 30 pounds to me. Compared to like a 25-pound dumbbell or something like that, this seems a lot lighter. So looking inside, again, you know, you get an idea. There's a thick wall here to keep things cool. Lids very thick. We use these as benches when we're on our boat. So they're perfectly nice to sit on. One thing you want to do is make sure that if they're in direct sunlight, you want to cover them up. That'll heat them up and reduce your length of cooling time. And they can get hot in Montana sun, where we're way up high and there's not a lot of atmosphere to get between us and the sun. These are just bomber coolers. These are fantastic, and we will put an affiliate link in below. We do get a little commission off of that, but the price to you is the same. So I would encourage you guys to check them out if you're looking for a cooler that's a little bit more robust than just a day at the beach. This is probably overkill for that, but if you're going on more than one day trip, I would really consider one of these. They will keep your food cold, especially if you don't go into them every 5 minutes, and that cold will last for several days, especially if you get the block ice or a larger mass of cold freezer blocks or whatever you have. They have these things that are kind of cool that are these canned shape freezer blocks that are about the size of a 12-ounce can, so you can put them in with your other cans and intermingle them. That's a pretty neat thing. They have soft coolers, and they even do these plastic roto molded hunting blinds. So check out the website. Just Google grizzlycooler.com or Grizzly Coolers, and let us know what you think about them. You can reach us at TravelingMel.com or via social media on Instagram and Facebook. And we have a Twitter, but we don't really post too much to that. So let us know what you think about Grizzly Coolers or what your needs are for coolers. And come back and see us again. We're going to have a lot more adventures where we use coolers and where we don't use coolers. So we've got a big summer plan. Hope you guys have a great day.